Hey guys, and welcome back to the only series out there that combines the lore of Magic the Gathering with the physical cards you can win. I'm Simon, and this is Friday Night Lore. So for this week's video, it's gonna be a little different. I'm actually away right now with family, so this is being recorded in the past. Woohoo, what an age we live in. As a result, this week's FNL is going to be changed around a bit. I won't be covering the most recent lore to be dropped for SOI till I return, but that doesn't mean you'll go a week without your Vorthos fix. For tonight's FNL, let's look at the available lore for MTG's newest planeswalker, the fierce werewolf Arlinn Kord. The origins of this werewolf planeswalker are simple and will probably be expanded upon soon. For now though, let's go with what we know. Arlinn Kord, before she was inflicted by the werewolf curse, lived as a normal woman in the Keswick capital of Averbrook. If you've seen videos of mine in the past, you know that living in Averbrook on Innistrad never has a happy ending. Keswick is a province characterized by its proximity to the dark woods of the plain, the ancient forest known as the Ulvenwald. For most of man's existence on Innistrad, the Ulvenwald was known only as a place of evil and depravity, where the dead ruled and cursed beasts sought to destroy the very essence of humanity. Keswick was the Lost Wilds, the edge of civilization. That was until the appearance of Avacyn and the formation of her holy order. With the Angel's magic, the humans of Innistrad were equipped with a weapon to combat these dark threats: Avacyn's faith. Her angelic essence seeped into silver spear tips and beautifully crafted protective wards, granting man the keys to a never-explored province. Keswick was now able to be colonized. The fruits of these wilds were plentiful. Everything from timber to farmlands could be found in Keswick. Soon, small villages started to sprout up, growing communities slowly pushing back haunting geists and packs of ferocious werewolves with their Avacynian magic. Eventually, the construction of the largest town in Keswick was completed. It was known as the bulwark of civilization in these trying lands. The people there called it Averbrook. Averbrook was a bastion of life in Keswick, but when compared to larger human dwellings like Gavany, it was still slightly more than a campsite. Regardless, the people here had grown strong thanks to the trials required to live in this environment. None who called themselves true pioneers would ever let Averbrook fall. As night fell and the winds grew ominous, the darkness always managed to bring to Averbrook some manner of unholy creature. Whether it be a solitary ghoul stumbling into the city's walls, or an overconfident werewolf pack seeking their next meal, Averbrook was constantly being tested. But without fail, night after night, the people here managed to beat back the darkness, thanks to the gifts of Avacyn. That was, until she was lost. With no knowledge of what had happened to their Archangel of Hope, the people of Keswick noticed that their wards no longer utterly protected them, and their holy grounds were no more a thing to be feared. Evil started to creep in from all around them. Averbrook was lucky. The area the wards no longer protected were at least guarded by high walls, but in Keswick, walls only last so long. The city found itself pressed by a large pack of werewolves, known as the Mondronen Pack. The Mondronen werewolves are savage hunters and fierce predators, ripping and tearing their prey in a gruesome display of raw nature. But something else sets this pack apart from the others. They seem to be linked to some kind of ritualistic blood magic. The pack leader of the Mondronen is a silver pelt werewolf who never seems to revert back to human form. His name is Tovolar. He leads his pack in revels of carnage and howling songs, although he himself is a mute. No one knows what Tovolar and the Mondronen were planning, but it was plain to all that they saw more than just their next meals. On one night, as the citizens of Averbrook uneasily attempted to find peace in slumber, the city became under siege. It was the Mondronen Pack, entering the gates of the city in full force. The people attempted to mount some resemblance of a defense, but the superior strength, speed, and brutality of the werewolves was just too much. The Mondronen didn't feed, however. They didn't come to Averbrook to consume, but rather to liberate. In the center of Averbrook, Tovolar and his pack began a ritual, one incorporating blood. The entire area glowed a crimson hue as the magic of the werewolves soaked into every building of Averbrook. As the spell reached its pinnacle, a force blew through the entire town, causing a great deal of destruction, but few fatalities. This blood magic wasn't meant to maim or kill, but to change. Tovalar and the Mondronen managed to spread the werewolf curse to the entire population of Averbrook. This included the young Arlinn Kord. After the ritual, the former capital of Kessig was considered lost by many others of the province. Its name was changed to Hollowhenge. As the people of Hollowhenge started to realize what had happened to them, many went to join the Mondronen pack willingly, fearing they would no longer be accepted in human society. Perhaps this was the ultimate goal of the Mondronen all along. Others of the former capital left civilization on their own, becoming lone wolves, werewolves who didn't work in a pack, and some cursed their new affliction altogether, trying their hardest to cover up their brutal new forms while trying to live out their lives as humans. This was the path of Arlinn Kord. As a teenager, at the time of her initial transformation, the howl of the Mondronen pack was too alluring to resist. Arlinn Kord participated in her first ever hunt as a werewolf, cementing the change and her bond with the pack. But even so, Arlinn Kord always railed against this curse, trying whatever means she could to keep the transformations at bay. She used Abyssinian charms, prayers, and even fasting in an attempt to ward off the curse as much as possible. She even studied magic in the church, becoming an archmage of Gold Knight, while successfully hiding her affliction from her teachers and mentors. But the werewolf curse always builds, no matter what. One who's destined to change can never be cured. Arlinn Kord discovered this when one night, she failed to contain the curse, transforming and ravaging several hierarchs in a mad display of primal fury. As she killed, her bestial form grew more and more stretched, but not physically. It was in a way Arlinn Kord couldn't comprehend. She rampaged until her planeswalker spark ignited, removing herself from Innistrad to the forest of an unknown plane. She continued to rage through this strange place until the curse exhausted her, and she passed out. When she awoke the next morning, Kord was horrified to find that she had regained her senses, but not her human form. She had a rare gift, being able to unite the two souls that now inhabited her body. Her human soul was now in appreciation to the wild one which shared her vessel. She only managed to transform back into her human form when she finally returned to Innistrad. But from that point on, she discovered she could revert between the two with relative ease, whenever she wanted. Although horrified at the slaughter she inflicted upon the church, Arlinn Kord embraced the power of her new abilities, and how they complemented her own use of magic. She has since come to see herself as one of the pack, not just to the Mondronen, but to all werewolves on Innistrad. Arlinn Kord is desperate to protect her kind from a world that seeks their utter destruction. In the world of Avacyn and the zealotry she inspires, this werewolf planeswalker fears that her kind soon faces extinction. And that, guys, is the story so far for our new werewolf planeswalker, Arlinn Kord. Of course, we still don't know everything about her origins, which I hope are expanded upon in later articles, but at least it's a taste. I want to know what you guys think about Arlinn Kord. Are you going to be a fan of this howling hopper of flames? Let me know in the comments below. As with all my Friday Night Lore videos, it's time to reveal the giveaway card of the week. Again, we don't have anything new yet from Shadows Over Innistrad, so let's just dip into the pool of cards available from the original block. So for this week's FNL, the giveaway cards will be a playset of Mayor of Averbrook. It's a fun card for any human/werewolf deck, and I guess he was the mayor of Arlinn Kord at one point. To enter for your chance to win these cards, all you have to do is be a subscriber to the channel and leave a comment on this video. As for last week's winner, the giveaway was for a Huntmaster of the Fells. I'm going off with these werewolves, right? Anyway, I'm gonna wait until I return from this trip to announce the winner. I'm recording this in advance, so I won't know a true winner until I return. Sorry for the inconvenience, but hey, at least this opens up the entry for the giveaway a little bit longer. In any case, if you enjoyed the video, consider giving a like and subbing to the channel. It goes a long way in supporting future content. You can also support this channel by becoming a patron on Patreon and following me on other social media outlets. Find links to those in the description below. FNL and all my giveaways are brought to you by abugames.com. abugames.com is an online site for all things MTG. Go ahead and check them out. As always, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.